Hello everyone and welcome back to online music class. It is me, Miss T, back with another music lesson for you. And I'm so excited because this week we have our Halloween time music class. And I'm very, very excited to teach you this today. And I look a little different. I am a character from a musical. Do you know what character I am? Would it help if I told you I was wearing ruby red shoes right now? And I have a little dog named Toto. If you don't know, I am Dorothy from the musical called Wizard of Oz. It was a musical from so far back in the day. It was the day that they actually only filmed movies in black and white, and this was the first ever musical or movie to be recorded in color. That's a little tidbit of knowledge for you today, but we're going to go ahead and get started with our Halloween lesson. So let me back up here and get to our Let's Get Started song because, as always, we always get started for music class. So whether it is morning for you or night, you're tired or awake, we're going to get our blood pumping and get ready to learn some music today. So here we go.
Get out of bed and ready for school. I know my friends are getting ready too. I can't wait to see what we will do today. Let's get started. You know I wanna be. Let's get started. The best that I can be. Let's get started. Can you show me how? Let's get started. Started right now. So many things that we wanna know. So many places we can all go. So much to do, we're always so amazed. Let's get started. You know I wanna be. Let's get started. The best that I can be. Let's get started. Can you show me how? Let's get started. Started right now. You know I wanna be. Let's get started. The best that I can be. Let's get started. Can you show me how? Let's get started. Started right now. Let's get started. Let's get started. Let's get started. Let's get started. Let's get started.
All right, everyone. So I hope you are feeling a little more awake and ready to go for our music lesson because we are going to go ahead and get started with our music Halloween unit today. So we are going to start with a book. It is called The Little Old Lady Who Wasn't Afraid of Anything. This is one of my favorite books for Halloween time. It's going to have some sounds in it. We're going to be reading. It just incorporates so much all into one book and one video and one lesson. So here we go. Let me make it bigger for us. There we go. So listen for the different sounds.
The little old lady who was not afraid of anything. Once upon a time, there was a little old lady who was not afraid of anything. One windy afternoon, the little old lady left her cottage and went for a walk in the forest to collect herbs and spices, nuts and seeds. She walked so long and so far that it started to get dark. There was only a sliver of moon shining through the night. The little old lady started to walk home. Suddenly, she stopped. Right in the middle of the path were two big shoes. And the shoes went clomp, clomp, way, you two big shoes. I'm not afraid of you, said the little old lady. On she walked down the path. But behind her, she could hear two shoes go clomp, clomp. A little farther on, the little old lady stumbled into a pair of pants. And the pants went wiggle, wiggle. Get out of my way, you pair of pants. I'm not afraid of you, said the little old lady. And she walked on. But behind her, she could hear two shoes go clomp, clomp, and one pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. Farther still, the little old lady bumped into a shirt, and the shirt went shake, shake. Get out of my way, you silly shirt. I'm not afraid of you, said the little old lady. And on she walked, a little bit faster. But behind her, she could hear two shoes go clomp, clomp. One pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. And one shirt go shake, shake. A little ways on, the little old lady came upon two white gloves and a tall black hat. And the gloves went flap, flap, and the hat went nod, nod. Get out of my way, you two white gloves and you tall black hat. I'm not afraid of you, she said. And on she walked, just a little bit faster. But behind her, she could hear two shoes go clomp, clomp. One pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. One shirt go shake, shake. Two gloves go tap, tap. And one hat go nod, nod. By now, the little old lady was walking at quite a fast pace. She was very near her cottage when she was startled by a very huge, very orange, very scary pumpkin head. And the head went, boo, boo. This time, the little old lady did not stop to talk. She did not stop at all. She ran. But behind her, she could hear two shoes go clomp, clomp. One pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. One shirt go shake, shake. Two gloves go tap, tap. One hat go nod, nod. And one scary pumpkin head go boo, boo. The little old lady did not look back. She ran as fast as she could and didn't stop to catch her breath until she was safe inside her cottage with the door locked. She sat in her chair by the fire and she rocked and she rocked. It was so quiet in her cottage before the knock, knock on the door. Should she answer it? Well, she was not afraid of anything. So she went to the door and opened it. What do you think she saw? Two shoes go clomp, clomp. One pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. One shirt go shake, shake. Two gloves go tap, tap. One hat go nod, nod. And one scary pumpkin head go boo, boo. I'm not afraid of you, said the little old lady bravely. What do you want anyway? We've come to scare you. You can't scare me, said the little old lady. Then what's to become of us? The pumpkin head suddenly looked unhappy. I have an idea, said the little old lady. She whispered into the pumpkin's ear. The pumpkin head nodded and its face seemed to brighten. The little old lady said good night, closed the door, and whistled on her way to bed. The next morning, she woke up early. She went to her window and looked out into her garden. And what do you think she saw? 2 shoes go glomp, glomp. 1 pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. 1 shirt go shake, shake. 2 gloves go tap, tap. 1 hat go no, no. And 1 scary pumpkin head go woo, woo. And scare all the crows away.
All right. So that was our book for this week. Let me get this to minimize. There we go. All right. That was our book this week. It was called The Little Old Lady Who Was Not Afraid of Anything, and it's perfect for our Halloween season because it has instruments in it. It's got little different claps and shakes, and I really, 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 really want y'all to pay attention to those. So if you want to go back and watch it, this is a video, and you may go do that. So what we have next is we are in Schoology, and let me go ahead and launch this. We do have a Halloween song. The reason I have not been doing my online camcorder recorder while I've been doing these videos is because it's been very laggy, meaning that I am behind what's actually showing in a video when videos start. So I'm going to play the video. You can feel free to sing along whenever I have music on the screen or dance. Another spooky song for Halloween season.
There was an old woman all skin and bones. Ooh. She lived down by the old graveyard. Ooh. One night she thought she'd take a walk. Ooh. She walked down by the old graveyard. Ooh. She saw the bones all lying around. Ooh. She went to the closet to get a broom. Ooh. She opened the door and boom!
Did it scare you? Oh my goodness, I was almost pretty scared myself. I tried not to watch the video before it started because I knew that there was a little jump in it. Alright, we are going to go ahead and move on with what we are talking about today. And what we are talking today is about chords. If you don't know what chords are, that is completely fine. We are going to go pretty base level with them today. So a chord is something that is 3 notes or more. So let me show you on our virtual piano. We can have 1 note. So that was a single note you just heard. A single note. Or, let's see, let's play this note right here. So a single note, where you see right here on my screen, it's a single note. But if we have 2 notes or 3 notes, that makes it a whole chord. So listen, you need 3 notes. 1, 2, 3 to make a chord. Okay, so once we have 3 notes, we have an entire complete chord. And these chords can either sound happy or they can sound sad. And let me show you what that sounds like. So here's what a happy chord sounds like. And we call happy chords major chords. So we say happy is major. And our other type of chord that we can have right here, oh, here we go. So we have our major happy chords, and then we have our minor sad chords. And these are chords that sound so sad. Let's see. So here's our happy, our major. Sounds very happy, but now listen for our minor chord. It sounds very sad or spooky compared to our other one. So listen to our happy. That's our happy major chord. And here's our sad and spooky minor chord. Can you hear the difference? Sounds a little more scary. So we say the scary or sad is minor, and the happy is major. And of course, like I just said, it has to be 3 or more notes to make a single chord. So let me show you some other chords. So we call this our C major chord. It sounds very happy. Here's our C minor chord. It sounds very sad or spooky. And let me see, let's build another chord. That's another major chord, but if I bump my middle one down a step, we have a minor chord. So listen to my major, and then my minor. Major happy, minor sad. All right. So just remember, for your Schoology exit ticket today, 3 or more notes makes 1 chord. 3 or more notes makes 1 chord. So let's take a listen to these and see if we can tell if they're happy sounding for major or minor sounding and sad. It sounds spooky or scary or happy. Does it sound happy or does it sound spooky? Let's see. Oh, minor. It sounds very spooky. So that sounded very, very spooky. And so we'd say that's minor. And see his face right here. It shows it. All right, let's see our next one. Is it happy or spooky?
Buffalo cows, won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight. Come out tonight. Buffalo cows, won't you come out tonight?
Very, very happy songs. So what do we call our happy songs? Happy chords are major chords. Take a listen to this one more time. Very major, very happy. It's even a dance song you would dance to.
Buffalo cows, won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight. Come out tonight. Buffalo cows, won't you come out tonight and dance by the light of the moon?
Good job. All right. So listen to our next one. Alright, is it happy or is it sad? Let's take a look. It is major happy. Good job. So major is happy. It sounded very happy. It was a good happy march. Let's take a listen to our last one. So if this was happy, right here, that was happy. Does this one also sound happy or does it sound sad? Maybe you said sad or minor. You are correct. Good job. Awesome, awesome. All right, so now that we know a little bit about our major happy chords and our minor sad chords, we're going to go on to a little song called Pumpkin Bones. Give it 1 second to load. I know Quaver is going through it right now. We got everyone on it for their elementary music needs. So give it 1 second. Here we go.
Have you ever heard of pumpkin bones? Pumpkin bones, pumpkin bones. Have you ever heard of pumpkin bones? These are called the pumpkin's head. Have you ever heard of pumpkin bones? Pumpkin bones, pumpkin bones. Have you ever heard of pumpkin bones? These are called the pumpkin's head. One night on Halloween, we were making pumpkin food. Went to store a pumpkin patch, but someone picked a pumpkin patch. Oh no, what'll we do? We must find out who. Oh no, what'll we do? Where did all the pumpkins
When you listen to it again, does it sound happy or does it sound spooky? Happy or spooky?
Pumpkin bones had those pumpkins in his home. Bathroom, kitchen, closet, sink. Pumpkin bones had struck the flame. Oh no, what'll we do now that we know? Oh no, what'll we do? How we gonna get them back? He went right up to his door, knocked and knocked some more. Heard the footsteps and the squeaks, laughter filled his lumpy cheeks. We said, Pumpkin, that's not fair. Where we come from, we all share. Halloween's great, one thing we lack. Pumpkin, give the pumpkins back. Have you ever heard of pumpkin bones? Pumpkin bones, pumpkin bones. Have you ever heard of pumpkin bones? He put all the pumpkins back.
So it had a happy, happy ending. But when you're listening, do you think it sounded happy for a major or spooky and sad for a minor? I would say that kind of sounded spooky. So I would say that's minor chords being used. Alright, we don't need to do this because we actually did the other one. Let's see. Here's a quick game. I'll play a couple rounds with y'all. And you can play at home and you can yell at me. I won't hear you, but I'm going to act like I hear you. It's going to be great. So we need to see who's playing the minor chord. You remember what a minor chord is? Is minor chord happy or is it spooky or sad? It's spooky and sad. So let's see. Who's playing the minor chord? That one sounds kind of happy. Ooh, that one sounds spooky. Take a listen again. And then here's Dylan's. That one's kind of spooky. So if minor is spooky, which one is the minor chord? If you said Dylan, you are correct. Good job. Let's see one. Who's playing the major chord? So major is happy. Here's Bob. If you listen to Bob. And here's Dylan. So which one sounds happy? Is it Bob sounds happy? Or does Dylan sound happy? You said Bob, you are correct. Good job. Alright, let's see one more. Ooh, who's playing the minor chord? Remember, the minor chord sounds spooky and sad. So which one sounds spooky for minor? Because that's Bob. That's Dylan. Ooh, which one? Bob? Was that one spooky or is Dylan spooky? I would say Dylan. If you said Dylan, you are correct. Good job, guys. I know y'all are knocking this out at home. So really quick, we are going to talk a little more about our composer of the month. I know we've had him as a composer of the month for a while, but here's the big reason why. He wrote a piece called Toccata and Fugue in D minor that we are about to watch a little bit of, and it's really, really, really perfect for Halloween. I know they use it. I showed you in Tom and Jerry. They've used it before in Tom and Jerry with the organ. It's awesome. But to recap, our composer for September and October was J.S. Bach, Johann Sebastian Bach. He is German, so he's all the way from Germany. He was born in 1685, and he died in 1750. And that's so long ago. So like I said in class, he's older than your parents. He's older than your grandparents. He's older than your great-grandparents. He's older than your great-grandparents' great-grandparents. He's very, very, very old. So back then, they were really, really, really different music. Nowadays, our popular music is mainly it's rap or it's pop. But back then, they really liked instrumental pieces. So let's take a look at this Toccata and Fugue in D minor. Just a little bit of it. You might recognize it. All right. So that was a little bit of Box to Cotton. If you remember, he was our composer for September and October, and he wrote this really, really spooky sounding piece. So if it sounds spooky, is that major or is it minor if it sounds spooky? You said minor, you are correct. Good job. Awesome, awesome. And we got one more song for y'all today before we do our exit ticket. Remember, you need to stick around for us to do our exit ticket. So make sure you watch past this song to the end of the video because I'm going to do that along with you. I'm going to show you how to get to your exit ticket. Just like always, it's always in Schoology. I'm going to show you how to get to your answers, the correct answers. We're going to talk about it. It's going to be awesome. So give Quaver one more moment to load. It's got a lot on it. Here we go.
We're getting ready for the dance on a cool October night. Everybody get your costume on, we're gonna meet outside. We got the beat, we're on our feet. Everybody's starting to move. Oh, we got the beat, we're on our feet. We're gonna sing and dance to the monster groove. We're gonna reach for the sky and wave our monster arms around. And then we'll stomp our feet and make a really loud monster sound. We're gonna slide to the left and groove to the monster beat. And then we'll slide to the right and spin around on a monster beat. We got the beat, we're on our feet. Everybody's starting to move. Oh, we got the beat, we're on our feet. We're gonna sing and dance to the monster groove.
Raise your hands, stomp your feet, slide to the left, slide to the right, now spin around and repeat. Raise your hands, stomp your feet, slide to the left, slide to the right, now spin around and repeat.
We got the beat, we're on our feet. Everybody's starting to move. Oh, we got the beat, we're on our feet. We're gonna sing and dance to the monster groove.
All right, everyone. What we are going to do next is we are going to jump over to Schoology. I'm going to show you on Schoology. I'm in 3rd grade just as an example. So remember, you get to my course by pressing your courses. I have tons of courses here that are music because I teach music. So you press your music course. I am going to 3rd grade just as an example for everyone. So once you're in your Schoology, you will find a Halloween lesson folder. And of course, you press this right here to get to your lesson today. And after that, that's what we're doing right now, you are pressing this Halloween lesson folder. It is orange, because why not? It is Halloween, or at least the week of Halloween. You press that, to get to our exit ticket today. Remember, pre-K does not need to do exit ticket. It is only K through 5. So once you're in your Halloween lesson folder, you will see Lesson 11 exit ticket. And we're going to do that together. So if you watch me, you're going to know what the answers are. So let me go to preview mode because I am in a teacher mode. I'm going to start an attempt. The first question asks, after this, hold on. It's asking me my preference. There we go. All right. The first question asks, minor chords sound like they are happy or do they sound sad? So minor chords. Do minor chords sound happy or sad? So let me show you. Here's our major chord. That's our major chord. Here's our minor chord. Was that minor chord happy sounding or sad? I would say sad, so make sure you check sad for minor chords. Next one, chords contain at least how many notes? So remember, here's one note, here's 2 notes, and here's 3 notes. 3 notes. We will always have 3 notes in any chord, at least 3 notes. So that answer would be 3. So once you do both those questions, you need to go ahead and submit. And when you submit, you are done with your lesson today. You can go back to your Schoology classroom, and inside my Bitmoji virtual class, you will find the same games you've had because we really, really, really need to nail down those concepts that are in those games. Otherwise, you'll need to have a fantastic Halloween. I hope you either trick-or-treat or celebrate with family, or you just have a really relaxing weekend because that's probably what Miss T is going to be doing this weekend, is just relaxing. So y'all have a great rest of your week, have a good weekend, and I will see you again in my next week's video. Bye, guys.